Hey YouTube, it's 10:19 and I'm gonna show you what I ate in a day. So I'm in a different situation than most people because I work from home. I work for a marketing company. So I have the luxury of sleeping in until 10, like rolling out of bed, and just making breakfast or showering or whatever. I basically make my own hours. I have it pretty easy in terms of making my own food, but even while I'm working, I can't spend like 2 hours making like a actual dinner or something. Like, I think I kind of want noodles. I have some leftover rice that I should probably do something with. I think I'm gonna stir fry some veggies. Make a stir fry with tempeh. You know what? I kind of feel on soup. I'll make you something for lunch. I want soup. Okay, so I got veggies. And then for the shoot yesterday, I had to cut up some veggies. Wonder if I can use any of these. Noodles. So I want some green onion. Just gonna wash my green onion. Pot. Maybe like 2 cups of water. I don't know. I eyeballed it. I soaked some noodles. I didn't really mean for this to be a cooking video, but I guess because I eat from home, it's gonna end up being cooking anyway. Things softened up. Noodles. All right. Ooh. Okay, I guess I'll use these bell peppers because Eddie doesn't like them, so I have to eat them. Maybe I'll take some carrot. No, I don't want carrot. But I will eat some cucumber. I'm gonna take pulp for later. So if you're like judging me, being like, oh my god, this girl woke up 10 o'clock, what the heck? What a life she leads. I also stayed up till 2, so. Gonna get my full 8 hours sleep, yo. I was working until 1:30. My job does not require me to stay up till 1:30. Sometimes it's just what happens. There are less as distracting things on the internet at 1:30 in the morning. You'd be surprised at how much you can get done when nobody's there to distract you. So this is my protein for the morning. I'll probably make tofu later for my stir fry. But for now, peas. 3/4 cup, 80 calories, 20 grams of fiber, 5 grams of protein. Not a lot, but it works. My broth, I'm gonna be using some soybean paste or miso white paste, which is like fermented soy paste. It's like salty and umami. One little bit adds like so much flavor and depth. It's amazing. It's a miracle ingredient. And it's like really good for you. It's like probiotic. I think there's some protein in there. Per 20 grams, which is like a tablespoon and a little bit, is 2 grams of protein. Holy shit. And then I have gochujang, which is red pepper paste, which is, I believe, also fermented. And it has like this really deep flavor. So the powder broth stuff I'll be using is this stuff. Out of the Asian supermarket. Vegetable broth mix. The one that I've been using before, like the second ingredient was MSG, and I was like, wow, I don't want to get that anymore. So this one is salt, vegetable extract powder, Chinese mushroom powder, palm oil, sugar, soy sauce powder, and then MSG, caramel color spice. So it's like the third last ingredient, so I feel like it's a little bit less concentrated amounts of MSG, which I feel a little bit better about. Add about a teaspoon, I guess, of the broth powder, because I add so much other stuff to it, but this like all blends together for a cornucopia of flavor. I'm gonna add some sesame oil, a little bit of chili flakes. Get things started in the morning, you know what I mean? I'm gonna add the peas. Red pepper. It's about like 1/2 cup. And then this is about like 1.5 cups maybe. Maybe 1 cup of like if you just stuffed it really well. And then onion. Scallion, as they say. I don't know how I feel about it. I've always grown up saying it's green onion, but then there's people who are like, oh, it's scallion or spring onion. I like to add this last because you don't want to kill off the bacteria and the deliciousness that's happening inside the miso and the gochujang, I guess. But people cook with gochujang all the time. I'm gonna add these first. I'm gonna drain these noodles. They're kind of like soft and pliable now. Because they're easier to cook. Gonna pop these burgers in. Nice. Red pepper. I feel like I Instagram this particular dish like all the time. Like all the time. I just eat noodles all the time. It's like easy. Well, I guess this doesn't look super easy, but I just throw things in a pot and it tastes so good. There's still miso in here. Grab all the miso out. So I'm gonna add the green onion, spring onion, whatever you want to call it. And then I'll stir this stuff in. Ooh, spicy. That's what I like to see. Oh yeah, I love this bowl. This bowl is the bomb. It fits all my food perfectly. Yes. I'm gonna Instagram this, and then I'm gonna eat it. So I'm hungry again, and I have a cable guy coming, and I know that as soon as I start recording this, he's gonna come. But I want some coffee. And by coffee, I mean tea. A matcha latte. You can use almond milk or whatever. I'm gonna sweeten it with maple syrup. Kinda got a woody taste to it, but I like it. So in here is like a teaspoon of maple syrup, about a teaspoon of matcha powder, and a cup and a quarter of soy milk. My favorite cup from Chapters. So this is like my little midday pick-me-up. See you guys later. So it is 5 o'clock and I actually ate some cheese and crackers earlier. This many crackers. It's like a sleeve of like saltines. And like half a block of Dania cheese. And then I also ate like a little cup of these. When I eat chips, because like I can just keep eating them, I usually like to pour myself a little bowl. So this is what I had, just like a little bowl of these. What do I have? Rice. I have rice. Right, that's why I'm here. I have veggies. Maybe I'll make a tempeh. Do I want tempeh? Oh, I've decided I'm gonna make stir fry. I'm gonna use tempeh for my protein. I'm gonna use peas, I'm gonna use carrots, I'm gonna use spring onion instead of yellow onion. So this is tempeh. Have you guys ever had tempeh before? It's like a fermented soybean product. If you look at it, it kind of has like a white membrane. Basically, it's just like a bunch of soybeans that are like soaked, covered with like a kind of lactic acid or like whatever enzyme it is, and then pressed down. And then they kind of like become these little cake things, which are pretty cool. They're really good for you. I think they're tasty. Some people would say otherwise, but I like them. Cubes. I'm gonna cook them up in a mixture of like dark soy sauce and regular soy sauce. It's mushroom flavored dark soy sauce. Smells like childhood. And I'm gonna use some sesame oil. My mom would use, she used to use like, what is it? Fish sauce, but I'm not gonna use fish sauce today, obviously, because I'm vegan and I'm allergic to it anyway, so just regular soy sauce. A little bit of salt, not too much though. But this is kind of like gonna be the flavor for the entire dish. Chili flakes. And black pepper. I'm gonna give it a taste to make sure it tastes. Oh, sugar, I'm missing sugar. Probably like a teaspoon, maybe. It helps caramelize the flavors. I'm gonna start cooking over here. Do you guys hear that sizzle? That's how you know it's preheated. gonna throw this on top. Gonna chop up some carrots. I like to use like different bowls for the ingredients just because then that way I can control what goes in it. I can make sure that the ingredients are getting cooked when they need to be cooked and not like at wrong time, so things aren't overcooked or undercooked or whatever. But for ingredients that like take the same amount of time of cooking, I will put them in the same bowl. Like carrots and celery, same. I'm gonna add this to the pot or pan. I'm gonna add a little extra oil. Got some of this over here. I'm gonna use my chopstick this time. Well, hello. So we're at, what time is it? It is 8:29 and I ate the stir fry and my battery died. So I'll show you a picture. Wow, here, look how delicious it is. I haven't really eaten anything since. I thought I would eat more, but now I'm just gonna eat some of these snacks. They're from Costco. They're Mott's Fruit Stations Veggie, and they're vegan. We keep them in Eddie's car, and so every time he comes home from work, when it's cold outside, he brings me one, and I'm like, yeah! We could just keep them in the fridge, but then they're less of a surprise. Hey folks, so I'm editing this video right now. I'm really sorry, it's super long. If you've made it this far, that's awesome. I'm just recording this little bit because my original sign off was super duper awkward because Eddie was sitting in the background just watching me talk to myself and I didn't really know what I was doing. If you guys have any questions about the food that I'm making, I post a lot of my recipes on thevietvegan.com or anything else I just post on Instagram. A lot of times when I'm cooking for stuff during the day, I'm not really using a recipe. I'm just kind of like throwing stuff that I have in my fridge together. Some of you are probably gonna ask about my skin, and I'm just gonna put it out there right now really quickly. I have eczema, and it's something I've had all of my life. I struggled with it like really badly, and it was one of the reasons why I went vegan in the first place. It has significantly reduced since I've been vegan, but it's still pretty terrible. So I thought about like waiting until my skin completely healed before I did videos on YouTube, but eczema is something that kind of comes up with stress and just weather and a lot of elements I can't really control right now. So I'm not gonna let eczema hold me back. If you guys have had your own stories with eczema or similar conditions, feel free to share. I would love to hear from you guys, and I hope that you guys don't let eczema or psoriasis or any other kind of things like that keep you from doing what you really want to do. I hopefully will not make such long videos in the future, but I can't make any promises because I'm still new at this. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next week.